be in New York without a chant, right? I just felt like no, I don't. I just go back to the question. I feel like reaching 30K points is just such an amazing feat. You see so many players who play. It's a sign of longevity, really. And that was always my goal, was to play 15 plus years in the league. And what I did in those 15 years, I never really focused on too much. I just wanted to be around and keep doing it for as long as possible. So that was a sign of longevity for me, and just to be amongst the greats and always be considered with some of the greatest scorers to put the ball in the basket is a dream come true.
You've dropped 50 in playoff games, you've won titles, you've made history. I mean, you've truly done it all, but is there a game or a moment that always sticks out to you that is representative of who KD has been?
Yeah, I would say when I have Game 5 when I was a Net, we played Milwaukee. I think that was a game that just.
They all remember it.
You push your ball. You push your
I
stroke,
felt
bro.
like that game just showed my versatility, my efficiency, my all-around game. I felt like that was the peak of what I was doing as a basketball player. And we was able to get the win. It was just an amazing night that night. So that's something I'm always going to remember.
I know, obviously, they all talk about just if your foot was a little bit smaller.
Yeah. Luckily, that was 2 games later, so I get my moment with that Game 5 without having to talk about my toe in the line. But yeah, that was a fun series. I think that's what built that bond between me and Brooklyn fans. So yeah, that was special to me.
Of all the things that you've mastered, footwork, shot making, timing, what is the hardest skill that you ever had to learn in this game?
When to use my ego and when to get out my own way as a player. I think when you feel like you can do so many things on the basketball court, you feel like every possession could be about you. So a lot of times just stepping out my teammates' way, letting them be great, and seeing how I could be of service to the game that way. So yeah, I feel like it's a journey for every player.
I love that answer. What is your relationship with ego now?
I know that we all have ego, and we all need ego in order for us to reach our certain highest self, and I always felt that. But we play, a team setting, and sometimes it might not be my time to shine, but I can do other things to help, get the win. So that's always been my mentality.
There are so many guys, when I ask them who is the most unguardable player, they all say, this man right here. What is the part of your game that makes that statement so true? And I'm sure it never gets old to hear it.
I think because I'm tall. I think I can move for my size. I can shoot. I can shoot. And I can dribble.
He can do everything.
Everything. I can just, and then it's just having that mentality and just being relentless and not caring about the previous possession. Just keep your head straight forward and focus on your work.
Are you gonna teach Wemby?
Nah, he'll be all right.
From what you have gathered so far in your career, does greatness come from obsession, joy, pain, doubt, belief? What does that come from?
I just think it's all of it. When you want to be great at something and you work at it every day, it's going to be different emotions as you're approaching it. Once you accept that it may happen, that you may feel sad one day or happy or excited or don't feel like going into work today. But those emotions are normal. So you tend to fight through all of that stuff, and usually you feel accomplished when you're done. So just try to stay focused on the task at hand, which is get the most out of my craft while I'm playing.
You have such a straight mentality that I don't think a lot of people truly understand. And I'm curious if has chasing greatness come at the cost of your own peace? And would you still chase it the same way if you could do it over?
I know I love this obsessive, like almost always on edge, like anxiety. I almost like it. It's just until I'm just in it, you know. And there's times where I'm peaceful, serene, and you know. But all of these emotions and these feelings that I go through, you know, I truly understand. That's what happens when you care about your craft. You know, when I'm in the gym working on my game, it's not always a blissful feeling. You know, I'm grinding through something, trying to get better. So I accepted that, but for the most part, when you take a step back and you know, look at everything, like I'm grateful to just be alive, doing what I do every day, so I can take the tough days. I know it's gonna be some brighter days after that, so it is what it is.
Yeah. And so, beautiful answer. But would you say that has made you actually more free, not more guarded?
Yeah, for sure. Just more secure. You know, everybody's on their own route, doing their own things, and you know, so I try to focus on myself as much as I can and try to better myself. You know, so when I get in a position to be around other people, I'm at my best self. So, you know, try to focus on me, keep the blinders on, keep working, have some fun, keep connecting with great people like this, and see where it takes me.
So I gotta say, I've done a lot of panels so far this weekend. This was the only one I said I gotta keep my phone on me. Because things can happen at any moment here with Mr. Kevin Durant. I would love to know how you process every day, waiting to see what goes on, what's going to happen next. What is your process?
Oh, hell no, not no Celtics. Come back to Brooklyn.
It is what I just control what I control. That's a conversation.
You gotta get traded.
You got him rowdy.
Yeah, I just try to control what I can control, you know.
I do not want that dude in Boston, bro.
I can hoop anywhere, play do this anywhere.
Do you want to give us
Please,
a, do you want
anywhere
to give
but
us
Boston,
a peek
bro.
into your mind and your process? Anything you want to share about where we're at right now? No? Wait and see.
I'll figure it out.
I'll let the audience chat. Say some teams you'd like to see. I do want to talk a little bit about your last season because I know you and I know that you do not like losing. How difficult was the past season for you mentally?
Yeah, it was tough, man. It was tough to. I didn't like our process as a team, but I also enjoyed trying to figure that part of the game out too. You know, so it was a double-edged sword, man. You know, building with your teammates, you can never say it was a disappointing year when you get to play ball every day, you get to, you know, build bonds with players every day, travel around the country. I mean, you think about it, it's not that bad, but, you know, we want to win every game, we want to be successful, but, you know, we didn't truly reach that goal. So everybody internally is thinking about how they can be better, and I know each player is going to come back individually a better player, so we can learn from seasons like that.
Let's, they'd like to know, very tall, I'll say.
If you don't know by year 20 how tall I am.
Let's go around the NBA a little bit. Talk some playoffs, how does that sound? All right.
Yeah.
So, of course, OKC, a city you played in. Does the Hooper and you feel a nostalgic connection to what you're seeing in OKC? How do you take it as one of the best to wear a jersey? Do you just take it in as a hoop head?
I don't feel a connection like the team.
What? Let him talk.
It's on a different team.
Anybody on that team? I don't have a connection with them. You know, I'm always a fan of the game, obviously, so I watch it. What they've done has been, for lack of a better term, impressive. You know, they've just set records and playing great basketball right now. Then in Game 7 tonight, I got OKC winning. The fans there to experience what a championship like. Hopefully they enjoy it and get off my ass now.
When you watch Shea play, the way he uses pace is so elite. What makes him special, and what's been so great about him?
Where's Shea?
I think that Shane is, I think that that team truly understands that he's the guy. They truly put him in positions to be successful out there every possession. And then he is a great teammate. Tell he cares about his teammates. And he's just relentless. He's always on the gas. You never feel like Shea is out of the game. He might have 10 points, midway through the third quarter, he's going to end up with 30 usually, So he's always just, if he's not blistering hot, he's just simmering over there all the time. I love players like that. He's efficient too, so we'll see what happens tonight.
Yeah, Shea always feels very inevitable when you're watching the game. So KD picks OKC. Anybody in here think the Pacers are going to take it?
There's a Carlisle
play or their star that makes people doubt their ability. I mean, they're in the finals, but it feels like there's still this sense of doubt that creeps in with fans.
Yeah, because like you said about Shea, he has that inevitable feeling, and then you got J-Dub who kind of gives you that same type of feeling. And I don't truly believe Indiana has one of those guys. I just think as a unit, though, you can say that about the whole team. And I think that's why people underestimate them, because we used to just give the ball to the best player, but they share the ball amongst each other. And as
You got the refs?
a big twin. Sound like a straight head of New York. But I just think they play as a unit, and they feed off of one another, and that's what's taken them so far.
All right, so let's do some rapid fire to close this out. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Best hooper that you've ever guarded?
Kobe Bryant. Hold up. I just like when I say Kobe, I just feel like I may be disrespecting Bron just a tiny bit. So
Yes!
I feel like I'm gonna go 1A, 1B. I'm gonna go Kobe and Bron.
1A, 1B, Kobe and LeBron. What is the toughest city to drop 30 in?
Hell no. That's the easiest city to drop 30 in. I dropped 30 here as an 18-year-old. That's easy. I would say, I really would say Indiana. Because you just like the city does not give you there's no energy in the building sometimes. No disrespect to the state of Indiana, just cold when you get there, but then, and then the fans they hate you as an opposing player. I don't know, man. Indiana just gives me weird vibes usually.
Alright, so Indiana. Favorite move that you've taken from another past player?
As he pulled. Stole that from T-Mac.
And you perfected that, absolutely. Who is a player you've always thought it would be fun to team up with? LeBron! I would say like
Hayden, you just
I
got traded.
Olajuwon.
Oh, cool.
That
I don't think I play with like a Hall of Fame big man the whole life.
They also have some dogs. Alright, which young player right now do you most see yourself in?
KD! What? KD!
What'd you say?
What's going on? You saying?
He got traded?
No, he got traded.
Now, it seems like there is a report that has just taken place about
by Drake.
Raising in Houston by Drake is the song Katie said he has to play on game day. All right, Katie, I'm gonna let Katie go and figure everything out, but I want to make sure that everybody in here knows and recognizes that when you are watching Katie, you are watching greatness in the flesh right now, and we should all